What's up, everybody? Spare with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Space Engineers. When we left off, we had captured a water charity ship, and we're trying to work with the Advanced Life Support mod, aka the food mod, and it wasn't going so well. So this is actually going to be a bit of a two-part-ish kind of sort of episode, I think. I'm not quite sure yet. The first part, we're going to go over this food mod thing, because we were on the right path, but doing it wrong, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and started putting things down here, thinking like this is going to be considered the new food area for now, I guess. So what we did was we made ourselves a water recycling system and a bioreactor, because those were like the only two things I hadn't figured out to build yet. The only other missing ones are the oxygen something system, recycling system or something, and then there's a recharging station and something else that's like a quick, the recharging station and there's like a medical one is like a one or two block thing that just goes on a wall, so they're not really like, you know, food machines. So I ran a little experimentation. I could put drinkable water in here. I could not put drinkable water in the water recycling plant, and I could put H2O in this area of the food, or in this area of the food processor thingy. I don't remember. So I was like, okay, well, obviously we're on the right track, but doing it wrong. So I investigated, and we all know that the ice ore from the water charities makes this gray water, right? I have a lot of junk in my inventory, as you can see. I'm just gonna take some samples. And there's one other thing I need to grab, and it may give some stuff away as to what is going on here. Alright. So, here's the dealio. Whoa. That could have ended poorly. So, you would take ice, put it in the refinery or whatever, it would make gray water. You can take gray water, and we're just going to use one for example, and it turns it into drinkable water in the water recycling system. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? So then I was back to square one. I'm like, what do I put the water in to make it work? Now let me test my theory. Okay, I can't do anything with that there, but I can put the drinkable water in the hydroponics. Okay? I want to go over here. I can put this down here, but not up there, so I didn't know what to do with it. Then, I just got very discouraged and was like, you know what? Let me look up the mod and see what the heck I'm doing and see if there's something wrong. And I noticed in the screenshots of the mod, there was a couple recipe things that I did not see. And that was, we were on the right track, but we forgot to add gravel. Right? Right? Maybe? I think it was gravel. Don't tell me I'm wrong again. Come on, man. Well, that's disappointing. It accepts it. It does accept it. Okay, you accept it. No? I know something takes gravel. I know it does. It's supposed to make vegetables or something. Can I put... no. Okay. I'm very confused now. I looked this up. Oh, there we go! Okay, so water and gravel in a bioreactor makes nutrient paste. Okay? So that's something new. Now, what does nutrient paste do? Let's grab this. Okay, it won't accept it in hydroponics. Okay, it's taking nutrient paste. Can I put gravel? No. Alright, now... dang it, man. I feel like that should do something. No? Nothing? And I can't put the nutrient paste in there. So, I'm wondering... Okay. So we're on the right track. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now, didn't the refinery use nutrient paste in something? Fresh food is fresh vegetables. Synthetic food... Okay, I don't know how to make fresh vegetables, though. That was the one that I don't remember how to do. But we can make... let's put you in there. Put you in there. You in there. And you in there. Why can't I use... Why can't I use that? Oh, I have to put it in the, Where is it? Refinery? I thought? Maybe? Wait a minute, it's in the assembler. What? What? Collector connect... Well, that's weird. Why won't none of that work? Conveyor system's on. Alright. Oh, there it shows 97, so I just don't have enough nutrient paste. Okay. Is that right? Yes. Okay, so we're on the right track there. Actually, give me just 1 second. I'm going to pause it and do another investigation type thing. Okay, so as it turns out, we were actually right about this. It is water and gravel that makes fresh vegetables, but the thing that I'm not sure about is the amount and the time. So I don't know if because this is like they have to grow or something, is like, I don't know, maybe they have to like take time or something. I don't quite know. Wait a minute. It said it's a refinery type, so do I have to pick thing? No, you shouldn't. A refinery should just make stuff. Okay. Anyways, you get the idea. So that's the process. Is ice goes to gray water goes to pure water, and gravel go to nutrient paste in the bioreactor, or fresh vegetables in the hydroponics. And then I believe... I'm not really sure what the food processing part is for. Possibly to make this stuff with nutrient paste and things. I'm not sure. That part's a little hazy. So anyways, that's an update on the food mod. We're getting there. We're progressing. Ultimately, though, it is still aesthetic, as there have been no updates to the mod where it's like you actually have a hunger bar or anything like that. So it is kind of a moot point, really, when you think about it. But it's still fun to play around with, and it's a cool concept. I definitely want to make like a kitchen setup once we get more of the shuttle... shuttle? Really? Station, not shuttle, put together. Oh, and it has been confirmed to me by people in the comments that this lighting glitch is from the new patch. It happened after the new update. Alright, now, moving on to part 2, which is this guy that I've yet to name. It's going to be a lot of resources, so... Okay, here's the thing. I gotta tell you a quick story. Obviously, we had this design started for interception, to retrieve and capture other ships, right? Right, good. However, it occurred to me that is a lot of resources in danger because you can get shot at, you have to use resources to make bullets. Obviously, those bullets get used quite rapidly, so on and so forth. So it occurred to me, why not just make a really cool drilling ship that has... The problem is, I know what you're all gonna say. I know what they're gonna say. I don't know why I got tongue twisted there. I know what you're going to say, and that is, I've got a drilling machine right here. What do I need another one for? Well, the simplest solution, or simplest answer, is that this is a one-stop shop. It drills, but it stores it all in the drill. There's no good cargo dump or storage system to it to where it can hold a lot, connect to a station and unload, anything like that. So, hence this guy right here. And, hang on just a second. Alright, sorry about that. My dog decided to be interruptive. So, what I'm doing here is I want two things. I want a drilling ship that can go all the way through something without stopping. Without having to worry about where the thrusters are, where the batteries are, etc. So that's why there's so many drills, is I'm essentially trying to cover up everything to where I can just see through a little peephole and just drive straight through, and you can bore through the whole thing. And what's going to happen is I've used a couple of different mods. Did I just bump this? No, okay. I'm always afraid of bumping the thing. So obviously, with the thrusters, you can see I'm using the azimuth mods, well, that and my hotbar, and all the drills. So I'm using the azimuth one for a lot of different stuff, but I'm also using, what is the other mod that I'm using? Oh, one of the connector mods, so that there's like T-junctions and things in the conveyors, to connect these 3 cargo containers. I've got 2 big thrusters, and then a connector back here to dock up and unload with a camera that's yet to be built. We've got a couple. I started working on the thrusters before I started recording, and I've got the gyros down here, and these are for batteries. Now the problem is, as always, resources. So this is kind of one of those, it's a lot of resources for a smaller size ship. One that's also like these require a lot of stuff. So my plan is that, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to start stripping down some of my ships. I've already taken apart the original Badger. The Interceptor may be next. I'm not sure. It doesn't have a whole lot of parts that I need. But this guy over here, this water charity one, I might work on tearing that one apart, because that would give me a lot of resources. Actually, I may just fly him over and throw him into the Bumble. So my plan is to maybe add another row of drills on each side to compensate for the thrusters. I didn't know where I was going to put the thrusters yet. And I think I'm going to keep these 2 as the forward thrusters, have 4 on each side reverse, so there will be 8 to 2 for the size comparison. And then I might do a row of 2 of these, or 3, so 3 or 4 maybe, I don't know, so that it has side-to-side capabilities. And then the nice thing about these is I'm going to just do the facing up ones up here and do a row, and then flip them and do ones that are facing down and go a row. So it'll be one inline ship, basically, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go work on it and see how much I can get done, and then we'll be back with that result. Okay, so I was in the process of grinding up this water charity when I realized I hadn't shown the Bumble in action in a long time, and I forgot how much fun this thing is. So I got all my grinders going to check this out. I don't know if I've actually shown all of them running or not. Look at that! Glorious! It's glorious! Just come to me, oh giant pieces of scrap. I have found that if you don't move too much and don't push forward, it actually will do a pretty good job of not pushing whatever ship you are grinding away. I must have bumped it at some point, because it's flying away now. But normally, if you just kind of lean up to it and then just stop until everything that it's grinding is gone, it doesn't really shove the thing out of place too much, so you don't need to do anything super special for, like, you know, having the whatever gravity set up or landing clamps or anything like that. You can just kind of move forward a little at a time, like I'm doing right now, and it just devours ships. It is amazing. I don't know what that little thing is floating up there. Something got away. But yeah, this thing is just doing some work here. I love it. I'm going to actually use it on the, while I've got it running and I'm piloting it, I'm going to go ahead and use it on the interceptor as well. And truth be told, it was partially because I started to feel like I don't think I can get this new drilling ship done in time to record it. And what I mean by, like, to finish this episode, it'll be like, you know, within the future episodes of some kind. Come back here. Just because this by itself was taking a while, and I didn't actually have enough time to devote to playing and then recording. I kind of needed to get it done. Can I back up? I do have backup things, right? Now, what is that? I want to know what this is. I don't know if you can see it. It's right above the little beacon thing. I don't want to grind up my other ship. Ah, whatever. It ain't worth it. Is that the interceptor? It is. Alright, so maybe this will be a better way to show what I was talking about. About the whole, if you line it up and do it right, then it won't actually, like, push the ship. Let's see if I can give you guys a better example. Whoa! Too zoomed in. Okay, up. Let's go a bit over. There we go. Right about there. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so when you get the grinders going, all I'm doing is I go forward a little bit, but then I just kind of tap it. You know, pull a Happy Gilmore, just tap it in. And when you get to that point where it's grinding, but not actually touching the ship, is where it will take the ship apart, but it normally doesn't push it, which is the good part. And with as many grinders as are going right now, it's kind of amazing me that this ship is lasting this long. Though it might be because this is made out of heavy block, perhaps? Wow! That heavy block is no joke. And I'm trying to get a little bit closer so that all the grinders will be going at one time. Wow, look at that go! Oh, piece got away. Oh, it's still grinding it, okay. See, that's the thing, is they actually have a bit of a distance to them. They're not just, like, contact point grinders. It's like, as you can see, if I can't really zoom it in any better, but it's not actually touching. So that's kind of a good thing, like in this situation where the ship's not going anywhere, because we're not technically touching the ship, but it's still tearing it apart. So just because it's not actually, and this is actually a good example too, that it just broke a piece there. So that's important to remember if ever you're making a grinder design, is just that it doesn't always have to make contact. Actually, I am going to... Oh, I don't... Oh! Now I might have bumped it. No? Okay. I'm going to leave that there for a minute, and I'm going to get out. Which is also cool, that you can do that now. You can just leave the grinders on. Oh, and for those of you that aren't used to survival, don't fly in front of those. It will kill you. It's kind of comical. I did it on accident one time, not thinking about it. But so yeah, I made a little progress in the food mod, but I'm not scrapping the Stingray. I'm scrapping this particular little model over here, but the design that I showed, I'm not scrapping because I do want to make an interceptor to go pick up other ships. But for now, I'm focused on getting this drill ship done so that I can basically just set it up to where I can fly straight in and just bore a hole and gain 3 large crates worth of resources, come back, connect, plug it in, and then just dump everything. So I'm hoping that'll work out okay. But I'm going to end the episode here on that note. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.